Good morning, I'm coming to you not feeling very glam. I've been wearing makeup all week, so I'm not wearing it today. But I want to share with you what I'm doing because I feel like a lot of you might find this quite fun. I'm hosting a Harry Potter themed dinner party. Me and my group of friends are doing Come Dine With Me. My sister and brother-in-law started, they did James Bond, it's now our turn and our theme is Harry Potter. And then we've got 2 more rounds to go. We're like scoring each other and taking it very seriously. I will link recipes that I'm using because a couple of them I found online, and then a couple of them, well, one of them is a recipe from my cookbook, Make It Vegan, the chocolate cake I'm going to be making, and then also there is a recipe which I'm kind of adapting, which is one of mine, which is a broccoli, kind of like winter tabbouleh, except I'm going to be changing it a little bit. But I'm also going to be making the table and we've got some games. But first let me show you the things that we've bought to make this party that much more fun. Here is our little stash. So the first thing we got was some alcohol that is fun colours. So this is blue Curacao, and then this is Midori, which reminds me of when I was younger and I'd go into my parents' alcohol stash and steal things like this, and it was gross. But we're going to make a polyjuice potion out of this alcohol. We picked up some LED candles which we're going to be hanging from the ceiling, and these are going to replicate kind of like the Great Hall. Obviously you can't use real candles because they'll drip, so this is going to be fun. I also got some keys, and what I'm planning on doing is hanging these also from the ceiling, using them as decorations, and I might put some wings on them with some tissue paper. We'll see how I go. We also have some glitter. This is going to go inside the polyjuice potion just to make it that much more fun. These are just some Harry Potter things we found. This is probably going to go somewhere in the room. This is some stickers which I'm going to be sticking on some bottles. So I do have lots of bottles like around the house which I'm going to be putting potions in, or the versions of these like cocktails, and then labelling them different potion names. This is a painting I did years ago for Alex and I just thought we could hang this somewhere. We've got drinking roulette. Not sure if we're going to use that, but we got it out in case we wanted to. We also got these little Quidditch rings. Also, they're very flimsy, so we're going to have to stick them together because if we're going to be playing, they're basically for beer pong. So you put these at the end of the island, I think we're going to do. And then you throw the ping pong through the Quidditch, and Alex has brewed some of his own beer, which we're going to be calling or labelling butterbeer, homemade butterbeer. We also ordered a Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone book on eBay, like an old one, and I'm going to be, I know it's kind of like sad, but we're going to tear some of the pages out and make placemats on the table, so that's what I'm going to do next. We're also going to print off some wanted signs and hang those up on the doors. Just lots of fun things to make it feel very festive. But first I want to lay the table and get it feeling more like the vibe I want it to be. We've also got some flowers. Oh Alex, we forgot to get the coloured flowers. So we've got yellow and red flowers, and I need some green plants which I can go outside for, some leaves, and we just need some blue flowers just to represent all the different houses, because my menu for the evening, everything is themed on the colours of each house. So we have obviously red, yellow, blue, green. For the red dish, we're doing a shakshuka with some vegan sausages, and then I'll put some vegan feta on top. For the green, I'm doing a green salad, like I mentioned. For the yellow, I'm making potatoes, like a roasted potato, like really sliced thinly, and I'm going to put some turmeric in there to make it very yellow. And then for the blue is a bit tricky because not a lot of food is blue, but we're doing red cabbage because it kind of is purpley coloured with some kind of hazelnut dressing, which I do have a recipe for, which I found online. And that was the idea for the recipes. And then for when people arrive, I'm going to make some pumpkin pasties. So it's quite a lot of things. We'll see how we get on. It's one of those things that we've come up with loads of ideas and we'll just see how we go. I'm not putting any pressure on it to do everything, but we'll give it a go. So I'm going to lay the table and then maybe I'll bake the cake. this is where I'm at with the decorations, so let me talk you through it. We have got the book pages. I got this book on eBay and I've just sellotaped them together, which I think is very, very cute. And then we've got alternating red and green napkins because I already had these and I just feel like it fits the vibe. And then I ordered these keys. I've put a string around them to hold the napkins together. These are just the cups and stuff I have anyway, and I feel like they really suit the vibe. So these are green ones and then crystal ones. We've got my old books on the table, and then I've plopped the Harry Potter one there. I'm probably going to move some of these candles when we actually eat because there's quite a few of them. So I'll probably move them and put them in different places before I serve up, maybe even the books as well. But we've got red roses to represent Gryffindor, yellow roses for Hufflepuff, and then Alex is just heading out now and he's going to get some cabbage because Sainsbury's didn't have it, and he's going to get some blue flowers, and I'll probably pick some foliage outside for green, or if the bouquet he gets has foliage, I'll pop those two in different ones for Slytherin and Ravenclaw. I'm going to now well actually no, I'm gonna have lunch now, but I've got these little potion bottles and I'm gonna pop a sort of label on there and name them different potions, and then tomorrow before I will fill these with different coloured drinks. So it will kind of be like a shot, so I'll probably do like these and these, and then we've got Campari, I'm pretty sure we've got Aperol, we've got gin, so I've got food colouring as well, so I could do a couple that would be like gin and put food colouring in them. Obviously they don't have to have them if they don't want them, but I just thought it'd be fun, someone will want them. And yeah, it's coming together very nicely. So I'm gonna have my lunch and then we will hang the candles on the ceiling, and then the pasties, I'm just gonna make them, but I'm not gonna cook them till tomorrow, so they don't take very long. It's literally just, I might do that as well, yeah, I can put the pumpkin in the oven. It's literally just pumpkin inside short crust pastry with a bit of seasoning, very, very simple. Alex, how you doing? Bit tired? So we've got the candles up. They're all off at the minute, but look how good that is. On camera, it legitimately looks like they're floating. In real life, you can kind of see the wires. But honestly, on camera, they look... Go on, give one a twist so you can show what they look like. I don't want to twist them all now. Right. It's weird they don't have an on button. But they like flicker.
It's odd how dim they are.
But if the lights are off, it's effective. Cute. Mm. So we've got these little, what they're called, snitches, which I did the other day. And then we've got the, can you turn the light back on for me? We've got the blue flowers. Obviously blue flowers don't really exist, kind of like food, so it's purple. And I picked this from outside. This is just from the honeysuckle and ivy, which I just thought were very nice and wild. So we've got Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. So I've just done these little stickers and we'll fill these with kind of mini cocktails. There's a couple people who'll be driving, so I'll do like orange juice and maybe like a food colouring for one of them. Maybe I'll add red to one of them to make it like a red colour. And then like I know one of my friends loves Negroni, so I'll make like a mini Negroni. This one I'm thinking it should be like a green or blue coloured cocktail, and those can all be ready to sip on. And I've put a little bit of ivy in the middle. We've got some books displayed here, all of the illustrated Harry Potters here. This is all a bit of a mess, but these are also the ones that pop out, so I thought I'd put that there. My picture, some more of the snitches, and now I'm making the pasties. I don't really know where the day has disappeared, but it has. I had this vision that I would have like everything sorted by the evening, but like that table, I don't know what I've been doing today. I said this to Alex, like, what have I been doing? Earlier on I was like, I've got ages, I've been doing this all day. We did hang some lights outside, but I suppose I was doing it leisurely. I did do a bit of work this morning, but I don't understand how those candles took a bit of time, but I think I'm gonna make these pasties. We'll have dinner. Yeah, I'll do that. So we've got my pumpkin that's been roasted in the oven, and then I've caramelized some onion. This is loosely based on a recipe I found online. I added some like balsamic into the onion. I'm just gonna like squish it a little bit because I want the pumpkin to be a little bit squished. I'm not gonna overdo it, but I want it to be slightly puree-y in the pasties. And this smells delicious. And I've got this Just Roll short crust pastry, which is accidentally vegan. So I'm gonna roll this out, and I don't know if I'll probably just need one, but I bought two just in case. And I'm gonna make 8 mini pasties. Let me show you the Christmas lights we've got up. We haven't done all of them yet. We're a bit behind, but we will do more. But I'm actually thinking I'm gonna leave these because they're so beautiful. So we've got ones along the laurel. Kind of wanna leave them because when you turn them off, you can't really see them and they just look cozy. And then we've got these festoon lights, and these were from our wedding, these poles. We bought a longer set of lights because it didn't reach the whole way, but it's just really nice to sort of edge the patio, and then it goes down there. It's a nice set of lights to have for party season, so we'll probably leave them up until the new year, and then probably in summer we might put them up if we want to have like I feel like next year I really want to have a summer party, because we didn't do that this year because the patio wasn't sort of finished in time. But next year I would love to do that. I would love to like have a little get together and we could put the lights up. They're kind of a cool thing to have, and it feels very, very festive out here. I think last year we had some around here. I sort of put them up the wisteria and around the door.
Okay, you want these back in there?
Yeah. Yeah, last year we had them up here and around. I feel like because we've got these, I don't want to do too many on the actual house, and also because the wisteria's there, so I think we'll do the same around the door, and then on the front we'll put some. We've got ones that go across like the whole wall. That'll be nice. Look how cozy. Have I shown you the lights outside since we've got them installed? They look so good. And there's one over there that kind of highlights this tree, and then down here, kind of hard to tell with these lights, but we've got one in there which, when there aren't these lights, it kind of shines here, and then we've got ones in our little seating area. Yeah, next year again we'll like get seating cushions and put some more. I want to fill this space with more plants. It's obviously only just been done, so it's like you need to like furnish it kind of like you do an indoor space. And this is our little mini outdoor kitchen area, which is kind of cute. But yeah, next year I feel like I'd like some sun loungers and put some more plants out here, but it's just very nice to have a big patio like this now. Cute. Good morning. We're making my cheesecake from my cookbook. Let me show you. This is a classic recipe in our household. I have been making this chocolate spread cheesecake for years in our family. There it is. And it's a Christmas classic, so that's what we've decided on for our dessert, because we were going to do the Happy Birthday Harry Potter cake, but I kind of just thought that a cake is a bit heavy after like a big meal, and I thought a cheesecake is a bit more, I mean, I know it's heavy, it's rich, it just feels more appropriate for a dinner party over a cake. A cake feels more like a birthday party or something, I don't know. So first you take Lotus biscuits, a packet, so 250 grams, and chuck this into a food processor. And you want to do this in the morning because it needs to set. So we just got back from walking Roxy, 11 o'clock. Hopefully that's enough time. You put vegetable spread. I always buy stalk. I know lots of people probably wouldn't want to buy stalk because it's like margarine that's not great for you, but it works really well for vegan baking. Realistically, most of my diet is so healthy that who cares? if you're occasionally making something from scratch at home that's got margarine in it, like, it's just not a concern for me at all. So we need 75 grams of vegan spread. Add that in. And then chocolate spread. I'm using the natural store. One of these is open. This one. The natural store, you can get this, I feel like, in most shops. I got this from Sainsbury's. And you just need a tablespoon of this just to, like, basically blend it all together. You don't need to worry about, like, measuring it particularly. This is for the base of the cheesecake. And then you blitz that up to create the crumb, the base, until it becomes like a sandy texture, like a wet sand. And my food processor, FYI, is a Magimix. I love this thing. So see how that's like wet sand? And I might do it a little bit longer. And then we add some nuts to the mix as well, just for a little extra crunch. I'm going for hazelnuts. Basically just add about a handful of nuts, whatever nuts you like. Hazelnuts I feel like works well because it matches the flavour of the chocolate spread. Mix that until they've broken up a bit, but it's quite nice also to leave it with some lumps because when you're eating it, sometimes you get a nice little crunch of a nut. Now we have got our delicious textured base. And you want to take a 9-inch springform pan. I don't bother greasing it because I don't take the cheesecake out of the base. When I take it out, I literally just pop this open and then you place the base on whatever you're dishing it out on, so you don't need to worry too much. See, like, I can see all the nice little chunks.
Base.
I said that last time I read it. You can see all the nice little chunks of hazelnuts in there. And then you just shove it down, basically, into the pan. Then you want to put it in the fridge for half an hour just to set. And I'm going to make my topping in the meantime, and then I'll set a timer for half an hour and I'm going to do some tidying because I need to make the bed upstairs because 2 of my friends are going to be staying overnight tonight. So I'll make their bed with Alex. Do you reckon we should do that first?
Yeah.
I'll make the bed and I'll just give that upstairs a bit of a hoover, so that should take maybe half an hour or so, and then maybe spruce up the bathroom a little bit. It is clean, but
You lay a pretty big turd this morning.
very funny. I knew you were going to make a poo joke. Fun fact, this is adapted from a Nigella Lawson recipe, and me and my family have been eating this for years. So before I went vegan, this would be regularly something that my mum would make at Christmas time, and it was always a favourite of mine alongside a chocolate torte she would make. And then when I went vegan, she endeavoured to recreate this vegan version, and over the years we've just like kind of adapted it a little bit and changed it. And Lotus biscuits are one of those things that add so much nice flavour, but they're also accidentally vegan. Yeah, it's such a delicious base, and I have it all the time, so I thought it'd be perfect. And I'm going to decorate it to look a little bit like a golden snitch, so I got some gold spray and some little silver balls, but I'm going to try and spray those gold, and then I've got those snitches that I can pop on top so it looks a bit festive. So put this in the fridge for half an hour now, it's patted down, and I'll make the topping. Alexa, set the timer for half an hour.
Second timer, 30 minutes, starting now. Want to name this timer?
Cheesecake.
Okay, I'll call it cheesecake. 30 minutes, starting now.
I love that I'm doing this with a messy kitchen in the background, but it feels more realistic because our dishwasher's broken, so there's just more washing up. And yesterday, obviously because I was cooking different things, it's just made a bit of a mess. And this is more effort than I would usually put into a dinner party, but of course, because it's come dine with me, we're actually rating each other. So it's a little bit of a competition. It's a bit of fun, so I kind of wanted to get into it. So for the topping, we're going to do free from Sainsbury's cream cheese. This is their original coconut based alternative for soft cheese. I quite like this one, it's quite realistic. Out of all of them, it's the one that replicates cream cheese the most in my opinion, because it has that tart flavour. Some of the cream cheese, I find they overdo it on the cheese flavour, when in reality, cream cheese doesn't taste super cheesy, it has that sharp flavour to it. We need 500 grams of this into a bowl. Also, my friend who tried this cream cheese on its own, my friend Ali, my photographer, she tried it and she was like, that's actually very similar. It's really nice, because some cream cheeses aren't nice, and I do think they get a bad rep with people who aren't vegan. So it's about, I think it's about 3 containers worth. Thankfully we can recycle these. Oh my gosh, I'm 5 grams off. Surely there's 5 grams left over somewhere. There must be. 500. Okay, so it's three packets. And then we sift over some icing sugar. So it's 60 grams of icing sugar, or half a cup. A lot of you have asked whether it has American measurements in my cookbook. All of the cookbook has grams, but then in brackets it tells you how much in ounces and how much in cups, to be helpful. This is the most strenuous part of this recipe, is sieving the icing sugar. Everything else is so easy. And then we just stir all of this together. Now we need 400 grams of the chocolate spread, which is like a jar and a bit. So I'm going to use this whole jar. Look how good this is. This is such a people-pleasing dessert, and one that is so easy. You don't need to be good at baking to make this, which I think is excellent. And then we just mix that all together. Right, it's been half an hour. We have our mixture, and all you have to do is just pour it on top, basically. Give a little bang on the table to get out any bubbles, and you can kind of smooth those bubbles out, because they do all come to the surface. Nothing wrong with them, but it just means it's extra smooth. And then we set it in the fridge for the rest of the day. If you're short on time, set it in the freezer first and then put it in the fridge. But we've got all afternoon, so it should be fine in the fridge. Right, so it's crunch time. Everything is ready. Some of these are flickering a little bit, but we've got our table settings. This is the menu, if you want to have a little look. I was going to do individual ones, but we ran out of time. Alex has made his loaf of bread, which we'll serve to begin. We've got nice little books on display. Alex has just switched the lights off. We've printed off some wanted posters and the educational decrees. I think there's a undesirable #1 on the back of the kitchen door. We've got our Quidditch set up. He's going to make some punch, and we've got some butterbeer, which you're going to put out on you.
Yes, I managed to find that one.
Well done. And then I'm just going to put these pasties in, and then we've got all our food ready. Shakshuka. This is to go on top of the cabbages. My potatoes. So I'm just going to like basically get ready really quickly, and then this is what I'm serving them on. I'm going to get ready really quickly because it's 10 to 5, so I'm literally giving myself 10 minutes to get ready, and then I have the hour to just be in the kitchen knowing everything's tidy, and we can just cook and prep until everyone gets here. But Yeah, I feel like it looks really cozy. We need to light all the candles and I'll show you what it's like then. So I've tried to make my face look dead by doing cheekbones, concealer on the lips, and I've got like blusher around my eyes to make myself look a bit dead. Pigtails, shirt, Alex's tie, cape, I got this online, and then I think she's got like little Mary Janes. And then I have borrowed an old pair of Alex's glasses and I popped the frames out. So, what did she say? She's like, ah! I can't even scream as high as her. We are T-minus 40 minutes. I'm gonna take my cape off, take my glasses off until they're here, because it's not necessary. I'm gonna get hot. Well, I'll make the pasties and make the cocktails, light the candles, that kind of thing. So the candles are hanging, table is set. Alex is mixing our polyjuice potion, which looks delightful. We've got our Quidditch beer pong and our Professor Bumblebee's butterbeer because I downloaded a murder mystery, which is what we're playing this evening. I'll link it, and he's called Professor Bumblebee. Obviously, I'm assuming to avoid copyright, but this is his home brew, so people can help themselves. All the food is ready to go, and Roxy is sulking. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! I'm holding up.
Was at protecting the school when I did. Ha! I win! I always win! This incident means that Towart will either close, or Bumblebee will be forced to resign, or maybe I will be kicked out. Whatever happens, I'm gone. It was child's play. Really, for someone as talented as I am. Anyhow, it's too late for you to do anything about it because the scone is gone. It was fucking delicious.